Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to access and use the Mainstreet website. To start off, we're going to go to launchpad.remax.com and enter that into your web browser. And once you enter it, this is what the login screen will look like. Now, Launchpad is our single sign-on location, and it's where we go to access all the tools and websites that Remax offers. If you've never logged into Launchpad before, you're going to use the email address that Remax has on file for you, and you're going to enter that as your username, and then you're going to go below and click Forgot Your Password in this gray bar. The system will then email you a temporary password that you can come back to this screen and use to log in. I'm going to go ahead and log in. Click Sign In. Once logged in, you will see at the top that we have our productivity suite, which is all of the tools and websites that we have. And you will notice that one of those tiles is called Mainstreet. Now, Mainstreet is the only website that does require one additional login. So you can click on Mainstreet from Launchpad and it will take you to Mainstreet. However, you will have to enter another username and password. This username and password will be your email address, which is the one that's at remax.net. So I'm going to go ahead and enter mine. And whatever password you created. Now, if you don't know your login, you will have to contact Remax LLC and they will be able to help you find your login. So just wait for this to log in. Now, once logged in, this is what Mainstreet looks like. Now for us in Canada, there are a few sections that I'm going to call out in particular here that will be of importance to you. The first is going to be under the Connect tab. So we can use the Mainstreet website to find another Remax agent anywhere in the world. This is particularly helpful if you have a client who's relocating and you need to find a Remax agent somewhere else in the world. So we can do that several different ways. We can just simply click on the Connect, or we could do Find an Agent or an Office. It depends on what you're looking for. So let's go to Find an Agent. Now here you can really narrow down where and who you're looking for. So if your client is relocating, let's say they're going over to the US, and you can get even more specific with an office location. So let's just say that they're specifically looking for Orlando. You can also narrow it down to include agents that have updated their profile. So if you want somebody who has a photo, has an email address, and has a website, you could check these off and that will help narrow things down. If you were looking for somebody in particular, you could enter their last name or first name in one of these two fields. You can also enter their state, so I should have entered that initially. Let's look for Florida. Here we go. And then you can narrow it down by any one of these different fields down here. So it could be an award level if you want. You could say I want somebody who is at least, Hall of Fame. Save. You can also say I want somebody with a particular hobby. So maybe your client just loves to golf and that's why they're moving down to Florida. We can select golf as a hobby, and now somebody who has chosen golf will come up. Now this is also an important lesson to learn here, why it's very important to have your profile on Mainstreet updated. So just to show you how this works, I'm going to click search once I'm done. It's filtering the results for me, so it's going to pull up all of the agents in Orlando that like to golf and are Hall of Fame. And so you can see there are 12 agents that match that description. So I can click on any one of these agents, read their full profiles, and select which agent I want to choose to send my referral to. The other thing that Mainstreet is helpful for is Remax University. Now to find Remax University, simply go to the RU tab and scroll down and click on RU. You'll see at the bottom here that it says login now. Now again, you will probably be asked to re-enter your username and password. This will be the same username and password that you initially used to log into Mainstreet. So your remax.net email address and your that same password. Now I've already logged in before, so it's remembering me, therefore I don't have to re-enter it, but you might the first time. Once you're in, this is what Remax University looks like. So Remax University hosts tons of different video tutorials and all kinds of online continuing education. If you were looking for a particular video, you could search up here. You could also click on Watch a Video on the left-hand side, and you could browse by category. So if you select the categories drop-down box here, and let's just say, well, I'm looking for a video on Teams. So we click on Teams, and now it's going to sort all the posts and bring up the ones that have to do with anything relating to Teams. You can also click on Take a Course to see what options you have for some various designation courses. These include online and in-class options, so you can browse through here. So Remax University basically helps you to learn more stuff with video posts, as well as continue your education with different online courses. Now, if we go back to Mainstreet, the other thing that I like to call out is under the Marketing tab. If you go to the Marketing tab and you scroll down, you'll notice there's an option here called Shorten URL. So we're going to click on that. What the URL shortener does is it allows you to put any URL in here, so it's like a website, and when you click on shorten, not only does it shorten that URL, but it also brands it for you. So just to use as an example, I'm going to put bestagent.ca in here and click on shorten. So now you can see here that the shortened URL always starts with rem.ax, and then it'll be followed by a series of number. So you can use this shortened URL now to send out to your database of clients if you were, or if you were sending a mass email and you wanted to advertise. Perhaps you've created a single property website for a listing, you could shorten that URL here. Now the nice feature about using this is that you can also track your statistics. So down here you can see that I've already shortened this URL twice before as examples, and if I were to click on View Stats, it's going to tell you how many clicks. Now again, I haven't actually sent this out to anybody, so I have 0 clicks, but if you had, you could see how many people had clicked on that shortened link. So it's kind of a neat tool to use, especially if you're sending out, like I said, a mass email and you want to drive traffic to a particular link. Now another great part of Mainstreet, if we go back into the Marketing tab, is the Ad Campaign section. So we're going to scroll down and click on Ad Campaign. And here you'll notice that you have access to various different downloads for print, radio, logos, web, TV, and outdoor ad campaigns. So if we click on the print section as an example, you can see here that you can download any one of these advertisements and you could print them off yourself or have them professionally printed. It's the same thing with web. If we go over to the web, you can choose desktop wallpaper, web banners, social media, email signatures, or download all web assets. So you can select which one you want to download, or you can download them all. So that's kind of a nice feature. And lastly, we also have the Events tab. So if you're looking to register for Remax's R4 convention that we host every year, or if you just want to see what other events we have coming up, you can click on the Events tab and it will show you everything that's coming up in the near future. And you can click on various events. You can find out more details of where and when they're being held, and you can also register for those events. So that's Mainstreet in a bit of a snapshot. Those are the most important things that most agents will use this website for, but we encourage you to take the time and browse all of these tabs and see what you can find of use for yourself.